Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to another edition of Chalk Talk with your host, me, JB. I have a familiar face, Coach Vernon Craig Hunter of Jefferson High School. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing all right.
Coach, you're back again here with Home Team Sports. We're covering a game against Hedgeville High School. You both are going into the game limping a little bit in the season. It's an unfamiliar territory for you guys. You've been a playoff contender year in, year out here in the last couple of years. What is your mindset going into the game to try to get back on track with this big game Friday night?
Just gotta get a win. Take care of the small things. Be consistent in offense, defense. Like we always preached. Right now, um, take care of the minor details. Execute. We got to execute. I feel if we go out here and execute on Friday night, hopefully we'll get out of there with a win on Friday night.
Well, you're not talking to Coach Fairclough, and just like everybody says, Jefferson High, they got that speed, got that speed to track kids around playing football. You went to your second quarterback going into the game this week. How confident are you that you guys can get it going, getting those guys the ball out in space and really getting your offense back on track this week?
It was a situation where we really hadn't scored this year a lot, so feel like I needed something to jumpstart the offense. I went to a quarterback at this point in time who was available for us at this point in time, who's pretty much a dual threat athlete. And, being a dual threat is a fly. Being a dual threat athlete gives us more opportunities if there's a blitz or something, he might be able to get out of it and make something happen with his legs. So and use him in the running game also. So I mean that was the thing that we try to do to try to jumpstart and shock the offense a little bit. Um, you still never know what can happen going down the road, because this kid is also a dynamic receiver, so you never know. Right now, hopefully we can get a win this week. We'll see what happens at GW and just keep going down the road and see what happens. It's not the first time we've seen teams in this area um, use a two quarterback system. Martinsburg did a while ago with Banks and Harmon.
Because I mentioned to you before, like it's unfamiliar territory. So some of the kids that are in your program have not had this, you know, this hardship, this heartache and pain of losing consecutive games like that. What is your message to them to stay focused? Don't lose them, that they still have hope in the season. What is your message to them moving forward?
6 games left. 6 games left. We got 6 games left. Keep playing hard. Keep staying focused. We need to be more consistent. They know what's going on. We need to be more consistent. We need to be paying attention to detail and execute the game plans. 6 games left. The key thing is right now, we're 0-4. The key thing right now is you don't want to be the first four out. I mean, first four out. I mean, you still get in the playoffs, get a playoff game. Once you get in the playoffs, you never know what can happen. So far, we've seen one of the top teams in the state. We're going to see another one next week in GW. So even if we're down low, you might play a team that you've seen before.
Yeah.
So being that the case, um, I don't think we'll see what happens next week with GW. We got to take care of Hedgesville first. But we'll see what happens next week with GW. We know what happened and what went down with the Morgantown game. So it's just playing. You got to play the game, and we got to do better. We got to do things a little bit better. The model right now is every day. Every day is an opportunity to do better. But we're going to do it today, um, and that's what we're going to try to do. Just get better each day. Keep working on things, and pay attention to detail and focusing on that and focusing on ourselves. I mean, it's something we can do.
Well, your defense has been playing really good this year. They've made some big stops against Spring Mills. They held them to a low-scoring game. What has been the key to their success this year? Improving and being able to hold teams to such low scoring games and just being able to fight every week.
I think it's the motto of trying to get 11 hats to the ball, running to the football, and just keep doing that. When you're around the football, you can make things happen. So, being around the football, they can't break long runs. I think they've done a good job of making teams methodically work the ball down the field, not giving up big chunk plays. The more we can continually make the offense stay on the field and take long drives, I've always said the more chances the offense might make a mistake. And the mistake doesn't have to be a turnover. The mistake can be a penalty, false start, a holding, you know as I know, getting behind the chains on an offensive series can be detrimental to your drive.
Yeah, you gotta start throwing the ball. You know what it is. So my thing, you have a dynamic player in Tony Allen. What is your mindset going into the game about like how to get him the ball in different phases of the game? You know, you got the special teams that really don't want to kick to him. So, most likely it's got to be on the offensive side. What is your mindset going into the game on how you want to use him?
I think we just been working on more innovative and more creative ways of getting the ball. Um, if teams are going to double cover him or shade their defense to him, or we can't get the ball to him in the passing game, we got to find a way to either hand the ball off to him, jet sweeps, pitches, put him in the backfield, motion him, move him around, do different things, put him in different positions, just to get him the ball. Because if we get him the ball, then good things can happen. So man, that's the main thing, is just trying to find offensively, working on more creative, innovative ways to get him in motion, get him the ball, doing different things with him, whether he'll get the ball, be eye candy, or different things of that nature during the course of the game.
Coach, this is the last question for you. What will be your message to your offense going into the game, just to remind them that you're trying to get a quick start? You don't want to, come out sputtering and get behind in the game.
Execute. I mean, it's execute. I mean, it's all about execution, blocking assignments, taking care of the football, running the right routes, knowing what you're supposed to be doing. You go into a game and you don't pay attention to the play call that comes in. You run the wrong route, quarterback's looking for you, and you're not where you're supposed to be, or you turn the wrong way on a blocking assignment, or you miss a block. Just execution. I think if we execute and make minor mistakes, I think we'll be all right getting out there, being able to do things, and we get the ball in the hands of our playmakers. I thought we ran the ball pretty well last week. Hopefully, we can continue to do that this week, and then get the ball to people out in space and be able to open up the passing game a little bit with some of that. So hopefully, we'll have that this week and get some points on the board.
Well, Coach, we like to wish you the best of luck here at Home Team Sports. You know what I say. We like to see our kids succeed both on and off the field. I hope you have a healthy game and you guys can turn your season around. Be healthy, be confident, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.